Everyone, Melanie from TerraThreads.com, and I'm back with another Project Life process video, and this one is for weeks 23 and 24. And I'm starting by showing you my pictures up. As, uh, Sorry about that. Let's start again. Yeah, I prepared my pictures beforehand. I cut them and I had a quick look at how I wanted to lay them out. And I'm going to show you my cards. So I knew I wasn't going to use the printed side of this card, so I'm going to use the white side for my title cards. And the cards with the rounded corners are mostly from Studio Calico, except the one coming after this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this card. I don't really like the less more. I'm just going to do this one like that, and this one is also from Studio Calico. It was in the Made It mini kit, and the other card with square corners were from LA Studio. And I know I'm not going to use this side, so I'm going to use this white side instead. It's a bit blown out, but it's going to be back into normal colors in a few seconds. And yeah, when I'm not quite sure what I want to do, I go for my favorite colors. And from the very beginning, it has been aqua and mint kind of color. And I knew I wanted to go more for a darker color. That's why I'm using this. What can I say? This combination of cards. Sorry. I'm a bit brain dead. I did a live stream this morning, and now I'm recording this voiceover, and so that's a lot of talking, and my brain is a bit mush. And I've sped up the video, so that you're not seeing me going through all my embellishments and stuff at a slow pace. Sorry, I'm really not into it. Anyway, I've trimmed down this picture and I glued it down on my card, and I'm going to glue this one down and around the corners so that it matches the other side. Beforehand, before I started filming, I prepared my pictures, I prepared my cards, and I prepared my embellishments. So what it still took me maybe an hour and a half in total to do this spread. I didn't have to stop so often to look for stuff. I only had to stop when my iPad was getting full and I needed to, upload everything to my laptop. Here I'm going to use those Studio Calico's vellum stickers, and I think it's emerald. It's there in the color series. It's a dark green. And I really love those stickers, but you should get 2 sheets of each color if you like them, because there aren't that many consonants. It's not very often that you hear that there's not enough consonant in a AFA sticker set, because here you're gonna see I'm writing super cold practice, so it's got 3 C's, and I didn't think about that before starting. And yeah, here you're gonna see me go no C, because there's only 2 of each consonant. So I'm trying to see, do I want to use something else? And what I'm gonna do is I'm doing that off camera because it was quite tiny. Is I'm using the G and just gonna trim the G part, and it's not perfect, but those stickers were not gonna come off my pictures. I'm using matte pictures, so stickers don't really come off the pictures. I guess if you're using gloss finish on your pictures, it might be easier to peel them off. I don't know. I don't use glossy pictures. So anyway, this is a tab that was on a Jelly Bean Soup sticker sheet that I showed in a haul a few weeks back, and I finally found some way to use it. And here I'm going to use an overlay, and there I'm showing you that off camera I removed the protection on the overlay. And with overlays I like to use staples in the corner. I think that it's the best thing to use, and I'm going to use another one. And yeah, more staples and more things. And this is a stamp set that I got from local big box store. Jenny, if you're watching, it's from the warehouse. It's one of those Grace Taylor design stamp set, and I really like the font. It cost $5, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm using the Studio Calico flower, grey flower, black flower thing washi tape that we got in a kit a few months back, and then I'm gonna use those stamps, and that's when I realized there's no numbers. I've seen that on a few videos, people using eraser to prepare their stamps to get a better impression, and yeah, I think it's working, and I'm gonna use these numbers from the Ellie Studio number stamp set. That almost the same size as those letters, so almost, not quite. And also this one I didn't use, so I'm gonna do this trick of using my eraser. And here I'm struggling with the side, the how to set up my numbers, and in the end I'm just gonna do one by one. And if you can hear buzzing in the background, it's my laptop. I'm not quite sure why it's buzzing. Maybe you can't hear it. Maybe the microphone is just in the right direction. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with those stamps actually, because for $5 you can't really, complain about it. They're doing the job just fine. So that was week 23 title card, and I'm going to do week 24 title card using the same elements, except that since this card is a vertical card, this time I remembered that it was a vertical card, so I'm going to do my layout on this card slightly different. And here we go. $24, and that's it. I was not quite sure what to do on this card, so I think I'm gonna leave them for it a bit. I think, oh, lots of light. Lots of light, not so much light. Oh no, I'm going to maybe move. I'm looking through my options. Those are actually the papers you've just seen very, very quickly are from a Christmas paper pad, 6x6 paper pad that I got in a studio, no, in Simon Says Stamp card kit back in December. And this is also Simon Says Stamp stamp that was from the same Christmas kit, and I think it's called Be Joyful if you're looking for it. I really like this one. It's actually, I guess, meant to be snow, but it's working very well for, polka dot, and who doesn't like polka dot? Sorry, I was listening to see if my son was awake. We just come back from nursery and he was very tired. He didn't have a sleep at nursery this morning, so he went straight to bed. But sometimes he wakes up when he goes into bed. When he goes to bed. But I don't think he's awake right now. So this one is from this border stamp is from the same stamp set. And I'm using the same element on both title card, but I'm doing, using them in a slightly different way so that they look like they match, but they're not exactly the same. It was sunny yesterday, I tell you that. This morning is not sunny. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm looking for the date. And I'm using a gel pen, and I really dislike gel pen on sleek kind of cardstock, I guess. I like writing with them on normal paper, but not on this kind of cardstock. So here I don't want this blue. thing in the background, so I'm going to use some washi tape to hide it. And here I'm trying to see if I can actually line it up so that it looks like a continuous pattern, and then we can still see it through it anyway. So I'm going to use um, some more of this teal washi tape over the top to hide it a little bit. And I'm going to go through my embellishments. I'm going to pull out those Amy Tangerine, and this is Ellie Studio, and I think that was from the Sienna, it says on the paper, from the Sienna collection. And I'm thinking here, and I'm going to start putting my stickers. I'm going to put Adore You on this card. It's not very visible, but it's going to be just fine in the end. And I know I'm going to stop at this point here, more or less, because yeah, the mailman had just arrived delivering my Studio Calico kit, which was rather awesome for the kit for August. So I'm gonna put those stickers just because I want to use them up really, and they match the color scheme. I'm gonna use Adore You, and then I'm gonna use those Amy Tangerine. I'm considering those Studio Calico gray and gold one, but I'm not gonna use those. I'm gonna use those Amy Tangerines one instead. And I think I'm looking for the gray ones, aren't I? Yes, I am. So I like to alternate the colors. I like to put, you know, gray and aqua together. And I think last week I might have done. Did I do gray and aqua again? Probably. Probably. One of the previous weeks I did gray and tan, I think. And this sticker I'm putting in the middle was on this Ellie Studio sticker sheet that you see just in the corner of the screen. And it says hello. And am I going to use more of those? Yes, of course I am. And I'm going to use one of those stars from that was in the Fairground kit from Studio Calico, so the July kit. And I like those stars. I've used most of the aqua minty one already, and I think most of the yellow one as well. And here I'm trying to think what I want to do, and I'm using my gel pen again, and I just hate it. Like, what's happening? And then I'm going through those stickers, and I'm going to use that. And I'm also going to take a few minutes to find my pen, the one I like, which is my ballpoint pen. I don't know, I just like the ballpoint feeling of writing with it. If that makes sense. And I'm making some more arrows from my washi tape that I had to trim because they were too wide, just to bring those washi tapes on the other on the facing page of this spread. This is one of my labels that I made in Photoshop, and that's when I'm looking for my pen, I think. No, I'm looking for the dates right now, and I found my pen. Look, it had been stolen by the young writer in the house. So I'm writing that Leon was 9 months and a half, and I didn't like the way I wrote it, so I'm doing it again. And I like putting little stars or little hearts on those labels, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I also like to put them on foam squares to give them a bit of dimension. And that's off camera, sorry. And here, up. And I'm trimming one because it's not quite big enough for 3 in the width. And now that I've found my pen, I'm going to do my tiny bit of journaling, which is Player of the Day. Lucas got Player of the Day that week. That was before he lost complete interest in rugby. It's not. He didn't lose interest. I think he's a bit scared of playing at the moment. I'm gonna use this PM chipboard piece here. It was from Studio Calico, be from the April or May kit. And I don't really take pictures in the evening, except that day when we were at rugby practice and the sun was going down. So that's the only time I'm having a chance of using this PM um, chipboard piece. And now I'm just doing my journaling. So this one is about the picture underneath is money I made for the play I was working on with the theater work for occasionally. And so I'm telling what it is about, and it says shows Lady Killers. That was the show. And I'm saying it was fun to work on this project, and I'm going to add more washi tape to tie in all those cards, and I'm making them into banners. And I think I'm going to trim this one and making into a banner as well, or flag, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, more journaling. Maybe I should have cut my journaling out of the... I know, so I'm decorating. So I'm decorating more of the stickers. And I'm going to write about Lucas getting Player of the Day, I think. And yeah, I really like everyday life at its finest, but I didn't have much to say. So I just put a little bit of journaling in one box and a big star in the other box, and some of those stickers in the last one. I think it said "good job" and something similar. And here on those LA Studio cards, I don't like the special notes at the bottom. So on all the cards, I've been using washi tape to hide it. That keeps my project life consistent, month after month. And yeah, that's the day after. I've laid out all my cards so that I see what I need to do. I'm pretty much done at this point. I'm writing my journaling about the clothes. Those were hoodies that I was looking to buy for my husband's birthday. That's a couple of weeks before his birthday, so I was checking his interest in these clothes, and I did end up buying the grey hoodie in the picture. And here I'm going through my stickers. I decided the aqua one is not working, and I think I'm gonna get a grey one. I was considering hiding them more, but I decided to leave it. And I think the sticker said, "You're my fave." Anyway, my favorite person, whatever thing. And I'm going to use those epoxy glitter stickers, and I got them from my local big box store as well, and they're teal, black, and dark gray, so that works perfectly for this layout. And that's a picture of my knitting, and I'm going to use one of those LA Studio die cuts, or cut apart, more like it. And I think it was a Sienna collection as well. I think I've got maybe 2 left of those labels, so yeah, I've been using them. I like them. If you exclude the cut apart thing, I'm not a huge fan of cut apart. So this card, I thought it was very green. I like it, but it was very green. Well, not green, mint, aqua thing. So I'm trying to bring some more white, and I'm going to put this arrow down at the bottom, I think. Yeah. That's gonna change in a minute. And I'm gonna finish those title cards because I know I wanted to add some stuff. Sorry, it's gonna be maybe off camera. I think I'm doing some ink tests right now, trying to decide which color I want to go for, so it's not very interesting. It was between the teal color, which is Tide Pool by Hero Arts, and some black ink. And I'm gonna go for black. I see, I'm back on camera. I did it off camera that time, I'm afraid, because I had to go get my black ink and I forgot to hit the record button when I came back. So I'm going to add more of this washi tape because it needed something more. And so I'm doing some banners and putting more of those gems thing. And another banner for the other card. Sorry, that's off camera. I really can't cut banners under the camera. That's not working for me. And that's pretty much it, I think. I can't remember if I did anything after that. Yes, I did. I did some wood veneers because I really wanted to use this heart envelope wood veneers, so I needed to bring more wood veneers on the other pictures to, tie it all together, not just have one weird piece. And here, and I thought about adding some more here, and yeah, that's when I decided that I want to add this label as well. I'm going to trim it down because it's a bit big for my liking, and I really can't trim things straight. And that's what I'm gonna do, glue that down, and I'm considering adding in another wood veneer, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it, I think. Yep. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you want to watch some more of my videos. And I see you guys on Monday for another scrapbook, traditional 12 by 12 page. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Process video. Anyway, have a nice weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.